Thanks, Leanne. A very good morning to you. This sports bulletin is going to be focused in on motorsport because the Dakar Rally gets underway on a Sunday in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And among the teams hoping to win a stage are the CR6 team of driver Brian Baragwanath and navigator Taye Perry. Both have competed in the grueling desert stage race individually. Last year, Perry was the second woman from Africa to ever finish the Dakar on a motorcycle. Baragwanath, meanwhile, ended third in the 2016 race on a quad bike. Now the two have teamed up and are hoping to prove the guile of South African engineers with a locally built car and their racing prowess. Brian Baragwanath and Taye Perry join me now on Skype from Jeddah. Very good morning and welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good to see you guys again. Thanks for chatting to us. What are your feelings ahead of the event? We can start with you, Taye.
I'm excited. A whole mixture. It's all kind of up in the air at the moment. We're still waiting for parts, so yeah, we're a bit stressed.
Oh wow, Brian! I don't think that was what you were expecting just a couple of days before the start of the race.
Well, a week ago, we got the notification that Saudi Arabia's shut its borders down to all flights and all imports. So it's the fact that we're here and we've still got a day to go to get all our stuff together is a real blessing. So we're not going to complain.
Wow, okay, so this was certainly something that wasn't anticipated. What do you guys do now? Are the parts on their way? Will you have a chance to actually get to, test in the car before the race actually gets underway on Sunday?
Yeah, we actually, this morning we confirmed we're still pretty much on schedule. Our parts, as we talk now, are actually just arriving outside the camper here, outside the hotel. So I think you guys did bring us some good luck making this call.
Yeah, thanks.
Fantastic. Taye, how different has this been compared to other years? Compared to, just at the beginning of this year when you competed on your motorbike, but also all the protocols around the race, obviously the coronavirus and the protocols that need to be adhered to ensure that it is a safe environment. How different has that been?
It's very different. Last time there were a lot more people moving around. This time we've had to do a lot more waiting, obviously for the PCR tests and even transport's been affected, like our shipping and getting here. And we've had to make a lot more plans and change strategies to, basically.
Yeah, and Brian, from the last time that you were at the Dakar, this must be very new to you.
Yeah. It's even a year ago, if you told me I'd be at Dakar, I would have said, "Sheesh, okay, that sounds bold." But I was always aiming for it, and the fact that we're here in the middle of a world pandemic is another.
Crazy.
We're really happy
Incredible.
to be considering everything that's going on in the world. So we're just going to keep on fighting, stay healthy, and set an example to everyone else.
Surely it's had an impact on the numbers of competitors, Taye.
It has, but surprisingly, there's still quite a few people here at Dakar. We thought it would be a lot less, but they're really making it happen, and they've put everything in place, and it's going ahead.
Brian, the two of you joined forces earlier this year, and you had a surprising result at the South African cross-country race in Paris, ending just behind a man that is a Dakar legend in Janelle de Villiers. What is working in this duo?
It was sort of a spark idea in the beginning of the year. Taye's never navigated before. And, in a car, sorry. Obviously, she's navigated on a bike very well. So that was the spark thinking of it is I've navigated on a bike. I know what it takes. And I know that navigating on a bike is really difficult. So why not cross over to a car? And I asked Taye, what's your plans this year? She said, well, I haven't got any plans to go to Dakar. So I said, would you be interested in coming in a car? And here we are.
How has it worked for you, Taye? I recall actually chatting to you before you guys had joined up for your very first race together. Did it kind of live up to expectations? What were some of the surprises of you navigating in the car, having a teammate? Because that's also something that's different. You've got somebody else to rely on, whereas on the bike, it's all down to you.
Yes, it was a very big move, should I say. Letting go of that control of having your own accelerator and your own brake, and actually just trusting someone, because I don't think anyone can just get in a car with someone and trust and work together. So it was a huge risk as well, and but it's working. On the bike, it's very different because I'm in control of everything. In the car, it's a lot more pressure, which is also a good thing. So it's making me better, and hopefully we can keep working as a team and get even better.
Brian, tell us a little bit about the car. It is a car that is been developed, engineered, conceptualized and refined in South Africa. How important is this race for what you guys are actually doing at Century Racing?
So for the company Century Racing, this is our bread and butter. We build cars to export overseas. All built in Johannesburg, the chassis, everything, all the design work is done in South Africa. So the fact that we've made it this far, there'll be 5 Century Racing CR6s on the start line this year with some very good drivers as well. Is with Yassir Saïdan, the local legend in Saudi Arabia. We've got Mathieu Serradori from France, just to mention the other 2 good drivers, and some clients added on to that.
When are we going to see some of that technology maybe being put into vehicles that South Africans would have access to? Obviously, it's a fantastic South African story.
Yeah, so you look at a company like Allspeed, they're contracted to Toyota to build cars and race for Toyota. Maybe one day we can hopefully reach that level and also contract to a manufacturer and put the development back in. Especially as the sport wants to go hybrid things these days to alternative energy solutions. So it's all in the long-term plan, and for now we're just going to do what we do. And you know, in South Africa, we are a country that can manufacture. We have the resources and we have the capabilities, and we do things at half the price of Europe.
Taye, let's focus back on the race. It all gets underway on Sunday. What are the hopes for your team?
Well, first of all, we're hoping to do our very best, but we are going to push for a top 10 overall. We don't know what it's going to be like this year. They say it's going to be more technical. It's not as long as the 2020 Dakar. But the cars are looking good, and everyone's ready. We're well rested thanks to all the quarantines. So we're just waiting to get the cars together, and then we're going for shakedown and scrutineering, and then we're going to be off.
Taye wouldn't give us how many stage wins, Brian?
I don't like being overconfident before we get going. We'll brag about it when we bring the results in.
So thank you guys very much. All the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
That's Taye Perry and Brian Baragwanath of Team CR6. They will be one of the teams competing in the Dakar Rally, which can you believe gets underway on Sunday and will conclude on January the 15th.